Today we're in the Shenandoah Valley and we are in the town of Fishersville. And today I'm going to show you 7 homes in 4 different neighborhoods here in the Fishersville area that are very prominent neighborhoods here that have large footprints, and with that also a lot of nice homes in those neighborhoods. So you're going to want to hang around throughout this video because, like I say, 7 homes in these 4 neighborhoods. It'll give you a great idea, a little bit about what Fishersville is like, to see if it's a place that you'd like to call home. But before we do all that, let's go ahead and get started right now. Hi, my name's Stephen, and along with my wife Leslie, we are local realtors here in the Shenandoah Valley and Charlottesville areas of Virginia, and it is our honor to help so many folks who are looking to purchase a home here in the area or to even sell their home in the area. It's been an honor to help so many of those folks. And maybe that's you. Maybe at your point in your life when you're looking at moving to this area, or maybe you're moving out of the area. Whatever the case may be, Leslie and I would be honored to help you as well. To get hold of us, all of our description is in the information below. Now, additionally, if you like learning more about the area, like the neighborhoods we're going to learn about today, and homes and the different towns, but not just that, a lot of festivals and a lot of things that go on here in the area, we'd also love if you click that subscribe button, touch that bell icon so you don't miss a minute of Virginia mountain to valley living. There's a lot here on the channel that we'd love to share with you as well. Now, as I mentioned, today we are in the town of Fishersville, and I'm just hoping that you see the dark clouds behind me. I'm hoping that these sprinkles don't turn to rain, and I'm hoping we can get this video in one way or the other. We're going to get it out. We're going to get it to you, whether it's all in one day or whether it's or in a couple days. We're going to get it to you, but to start here in Fishersville. Now, Fishersville is about halfway between Stanton on the west side and Waynesboro on the east side. It's really a bedroom community for both of those towns, but it also serves as a bedroom community for Charlottesville and even somewhat to some folks, a little few up in Harrisonburg as well. Now, the area here is very conveniently located. You've got about 10 minutes that way, 15 minutes where you got Stanton, and then you got Interstate 81, where you can go north and south up along the East Coast. And if you want to go east and west, you go out that way about 5 or 10 minutes, and you're into Waynesboro in 5 or 10 minutes, but about 5 minutes or so to get to the interstate, and you can get over into Charlottesville within about 35 minutes or so. So very conveniently located, a bedroom town. And the town itself, there's really not much of a town center. There's a little one, but it's pretty much spread out, about 10,000 residents or so here in the area. And and also here you've got Augusta Health, which is a nice medical complex. So you've got hospitals nearby that have good doctors and patient care as well. So now, but where am I right now? Well, I'm at a neighborhood shopping center here on Windward Drive, and this is kind of at the end or right out here on Highway 250, and where these 4 neighborhoods that we're going to take a look at, it kind of sits out in front of those neighborhoods. So it's nice to have something that's convenient here, where you run up here and you can go to the Food Lion store, you can go to the DuPont Credit Union, and you can see there's a few other places here in this shopping center here that you can take care of a few things. And like I say, if you need to go further, you can go about 15 minutes to Waynesboro, to the Waynesboro Town Center, or about 10-15 minutes into Stanton on Highway 250 there, and pick up some of the things that you might need if you can't find them here. Now, so let's go ahead, let's get into our first of 4 neighborhoods. I'm going to show you 2 homes that are currently for sale in each one of the neighborhoods, except for one neighborhood. They only got 1 home for sale, and I'll tell you about that when we get there. But like I say, 2 homes in each of these 4 neighborhoods, so you can get a little bit of an idea about what these 4 neighborhoods are like, to see if there's something you'd like. So let's go ahead, let's hope the clouds stay just clouds and not turn into rain. Let's get into the first neighborhood and take a look at it. All right, so our first neighborhood here, I figured we'll just start with the largest one here, and that is the Teaverton neighborhood, literally with hundreds of homes here in the area. And this is also probably the oldest neighborhood of the 2, although it's not that much. Some of the start dates are earlier, but for the most part, many of the homes in these neighborhoods are very similar in their time frame of being built. Now, one of the things about Teaverton and all of these neighborhoods, sometimes you get up on these little ridges and you get these really nice views, like of the farmland and the mountains in the background in some places. But this neighborhood The average range of price of the homes here is about $375,000 to $575,000. And in 2024, there were 20 homes that sold in this neighborhood. And the build dates, they go back to about 1976, and they go all the way up through about 2021, but most of them were built probably the 90s and forward. As far as the size of the homes, you're looking at about 1,500 square feet to 4,000 square feet of finished living space. And lot sizes, for the most part, you're going to be looking at about 1/3 of an acre to upwards of an acre in some cases. A couple nice things about this neighborhood as well. There's actually a Teaverton Property Owners Association. There is a playground, pretty centrally located in the middle of the neighborhood. And there's some walking trails through there. And of course, the streets are nice to walk on too. They're not very busy. And but that park, you know, you've got a playground area and you've got some open space, some soccer goals, and plenty of room to get down there and do some things. Now, additionally, one of the other things kind of neat about Teaverton is a couple times a year they get together. I don't know if there's other neighborhoods that do this too, but they have a big yard sale. The whole community or whoever wants to be involved, and they have a nice big yard sale, and they got one coming up here in a week or two. So, but might be something to come to. Never know what you might find here in Teaverton in a yard sale. So, but that's a little bit about Teaverton. Now, I'm going to go down, like I said, I'm going to show you two houses, and I'm going to go back behind me here, and I'm going to show you the first house here that's for sale in this neighborhood. All right, so the first home I want to show you here in the Teaverton neighborhood is this really nice home right over here on my right hand side. It's currently listed for $450,000. It was built in 2016. It has 4 bedrooms and 3 baths, has 2,656 square feet of finished living space. If you break it down, it's only $169 a square foot, and it sits on a 2/10 of an acre lot, 0.20. Now, because I'm showing you 7 homes, they say a picture's worth 1,000 words, right? So I'm going to let the pictures of the inside do the talking for me. One of the nice things about this home is, though, it sits here on this nice little cul-de-sac, so that's rather private. And then additionally, you also have 2 primary suites in this home, one on the main level and one upstairs. So let's go take a look at those pictures, and we'll see what this looks like inside. All right, so the next house here that you see behind me here is currently active on the market as well. This is a large home. It's listed for $735,000. It was built in 2005, but it has 6 bedrooms and 4 baths, 5,046 square feet of finished living space, 3,220 of that's above ground. If you break it down, it's only $146 a square foot, and it sits on a 0.65 acre lot, so almost 2/3 of an acre. And a couple neat things about this home before I show you the pictures: there's a beautiful saltwater pool out back. There's a home theater room as well in this home. And one of the things about it, because of the way it's set up, it definitely has possibilities for multi-generational families. So let's take a look at some of those pictures of this beautiful home inside. All right, so we're here in our next neighborhood, and this is a great day to talk about the Green Hills and the Emerald Hills neighborhood. Springtime here, you got a lot of the green around and everything. It just really is beautiful. And Emerald Hills is a really nice neighborhood as well. And so what kind of folks live here in these neighborhoods? Well, every kind of folk. I mean, you're going to find younger families here with children. You're also going to find older families. Maybe their children have left the nest already. And so it really is a nice cross section. There's a cross section of different occupations here as well. Of course, being very close to Augusta Health, it's a very popular neighborhood. All the four of these neighborhoods are popular for folks that work at Augusta Health here in the area. But a little bit here about the Emerald Hills neighborhood. I really like this. I think this is some really nice homes, a lot of front porches in this neighborhood, just kind of a really neat little place. So this is very similar to the Teaverton neighborhood as far as price goes. The average price here is going to range, or median price is going to range you from about $375,000 to $575,000. Now, there were only 2 homes that sold here last year in 2024, and these homes in this neighborhood were built between about 1990 and 2009, and there's been a handful that's been built after 2009. The size of the homes here is comparable with Teaverton as well, probably about 1,900 square feet to about 4,500 square feet of finished living space. And again, lot sizes, you're looking at about 1/3 of an acre to about an acre. But as we're walking down here, it's amazing. I think, well, it's gone back in now, but the sun was out there for a little bit. We'll see if it comes back out or if it brings thunderstorms. We'll see. But anyway, the home I want to show you here, coming up here on the corner, and it's a nice little corner lot, beautiful front yard. And you say, well, why don't you turn around and let's take a look at it. I want to get there. So here we are. So right there is the home that's currently active on the market, sitting there at just the top of that little hill there. Right here in this corner lot, really is a pretty setting. It's listed for $439,900. It was built in 2002. It has 3 bedrooms and 2 baths. 1,854 square feet of finished living space. If you break that down, that's $237 a square foot. And the lot size is just over a half acre at 0.53. And I would say one of the nicest things about this home, because you got the garage as well, but you have everything on the one level. So if you're looking for one level living, this is it. So let's roll some of the pictures of the inside of this home. All right, so for our next home, we actually had to come outside the neighborhood, even though it's in the same neighborhood, but it kind of sits out on one of the more main roads here, but it's elevated above the road, so it's really like it's not even around. But this is a huge house set on nearly 4 acres of land. It's got some amazing mountain views and farmland views as well, and it's full of some wonderful upgrades like double ovens in the kitchen. Well, you'll see that when the pictures come, but right now I'm going right by it here on my left hand side, sitting on top of the hill there, and you can see it on there, and it's listed for $649,900. It was built in 2004. It has 6 bedrooms, 4 full baths and 1 half bath, 3,113 square feet of above ground finished living space. You break that down, it's $209 a square foot, and it sits on a 3.88 acre lot. And so you got a lot of room there. Let's roll some of the pictures of the beautiful inside of this home. All right, so we're here in our next neighborhood, just below the Emerald Hills neighborhood. We're in the Wyndham Hills neighborhood, and as you come up to the top of this hill, you can kind of start to see through there. Some of those mountain views on the tops of these hills are really, really nice here in all of these neighborhoods. Now, the Wyndham Hills neighborhood, a little bit about it. Similar to some of the others, homes here may be a little bit lesser price, and some of them are a little bit smaller as well, but overall you're going to pay about $325,000 to $450,000 for a home here. There were 8 homes that were sold in 2024. Build dates between about 1992 and 2007, and the home size is about 1,300 to 3,000 square feet of finished living space, and they sit on lots that are about 1/4 to 3/4 of an acre. And the home I want to show you right now is right there, currently active on the market. It is listed for $375,000. It was built in 1996. It has 3 bedrooms, 2 full baths, and 1 half bath. 2,043 above ground finished square feet of living space. You break that down, it's $184 a square foot. And it sits on a 0.44 acre lot. And here's another home, like I said, at the top of this hill. Got some really nice views back there where I just walked up of the mountains. And let's go ahead and let's take a look. This is the only home we're showing here in this neighborhood. It's the only one currently for sale. So take a good look here at this home here in the Wyndham Hills neighborhood. All right, so we're in our last neighborhood here. We are in the Windward Pointe neighborhood, and Windward Pointe is definitely has some of the newer homes in here. Matter of fact, that's one of the sections I'm in right now. If you look up and down the street here, these homes were built. Matter of fact, Leslie and I talked to you about this neighborhood in one of our previous videos, and this neighborhood was built pretty much just last year, for the most part, 2024. So you have a lot, and built by Lennar Homes. Of course, there's other parts of the neighborhood as well that weren't built by Lennar Homes. This kind of one street they just filled in here, like we often do out here sometimes with some of these neighborhoods. Different builders will come in and finish them out. But as far as the Windward Pointe neighborhood goes, you have homes here that range from about $425,000 to $600,000 for a median price and value, I should say. And now, because of all the new homes that were here last year, there were 27 homes that sold in this neighborhood last year, and build dates about 2004 to, like I say, just last year, 2024. Homes here have between about 2,100 and 4,000 square feet of finished living space, and they sit on lot sizes that are about 1/4 of an acre to 2/3 of an acre, 0.67 acres. So now I'm going to go show you a home. I'll tell you a little bit more about it when we get there, but if you've watched our videos before, you may recognize it. So let's go back up the road and take a look at it. All right, so if the home behind me looks a little bit familiar, it's because when we talked about the Lennar, we did a series, like I said, on Lennar homes here in this neighborhood. This was the spec home, and we were able to take you inside and show you that home. We'll show you some more about it here, but it's here on the market now. It's listed for $484,990. It was just built last year in 2024. Has 4 bedrooms, 2 full baths, and 1 half bath. 2,682 square feet of above ground finished living space. You break that down for a new build, it's $181 a square foot, which is a great price for a new build square footage in this area. And it sits on a 0.32 acre lot. Like I say, if you're looking for basically a brand new home, but with a little bit lesser price, this would be one that you definitely want to take a look at. And let's look at the inside of it here a little bit. All right, so for our last home here, we've come back toward the back of the Windward Pointe neighborhood a little bit, and we got this really nice home here that's currently active on the market, listed for $500,000. It was built 20 years ago in 2005, 5 bedrooms and 3 baths, 2,603 square feet of above ground finished living space. Break it down, that's $192 a square foot, and it sits on a 0.35 acre lot. And like I say, it's a beautiful home right here on this corner lot, very well manicured and taken care of. Nice open concept floor plan inside. If you're looking for that open concept floor plan, a lot of nice features as well, like the nice columns in the dining room. And here's some pictures so you can take a look at it from the inside for a little bit more. Well, I figured we'd just go ahead and finish up the video right where we started. And hey, look at that. It's sunshine. There's a few clouds there, but man, we got some sunshine and all the clouds have gone over that way now. So, it was never in doubt that we'd make it through the video, right? Well, I'm glad that we did. And I hope that you've enjoyed seeing these 4 prominent neighborhoods here in the Fishersville area. And like I say, there's other neighborhoods, smaller neighborhoods, even within those that have some condos or townhome style homes. But if you're looking for single family homes, those neighborhoods are 4 very prominent neighborhoods here in the Fishersville area that are very, very popular. And usually, of course, like most places, whenever a home's priced right, it's going to sell quickly, and if it's in great condition, most of the homes in these neighborhoods are that way. And so you're going to have a nice home to live in, and then if you ever do have to sell, you're going to get your resale value back out of it. So maybe you're moving to Stanton or Waynesboro, but you haven't thought about Fishersville. Might be something you want to think about. Like I say, right up along Highway 250 here, you can get to Stanton or Waynesboro in 10 or 15 minutes either way, so very conveniently located. If that's the case, if you're interested in a home here in Fishersville or anywhere else here in the Shenandoah Valley or in the Charlottesville area, Leslie and I'd love to help. Just call us, text us, email us. All of our information, like I've said before, is in the description below. So, but I don't know, I got sunshine. I don't know what I might do. I got the rest of the afternoon, who knows? I might go play golf. Probably not. Probably got some work to do. But anyway, like I say, hope you've enjoyed the tour here in Fishersville. Call us, text us, email us if you need help. But until next time, I'll see you around town.